All right. I think we're live again. Hello, everybody. The eagle has landed. Refresh the page. I don't know if you need to refresh the page. You might need to. May depend on
I
where,
had
where
to.
you're viewing from. All right. Okay. We're back. I don't know. My router did something weird, or my ISP did something weird. I don't know. I was offline
Them
for a few
danged gremlins are
seconds.
back again.
Yeah, they're crawling around and like hammering on
Unplugging
things.
things, chewing
Yeah,
on wires,
right. Just
pooping in CD drives.
plugging in double-ended cables to both sides of an outlet. Just
That's just wrong.
it's dangerous. I don't know why they do it. They get hurt that way. So
Yeah. Yeah.
all
We're
right.
worried about their safety here.
Uh, I think we were done with all of the stuff that I wanted to talk about before getting into this.
If we're not, let's
Um,
dive into this because it feels
yeah.
like a good transition point.
So we're in this because somebody had asked.
It would be great if you guys can guide us with the components and behaviors needed to make this happen. Alex?
Oh, okay. All right. So that's a little what I thought they were talking about. The survival game. So let's
Mm,
see if I mean the survival game kind of has also um they have parts where you need multiple resources to like unlock things. So it's in there a little bit also. But let's see if there's a actual resource management game template in here. I don't remember if there is or
I
not.
believe there is.
Let's see.
Also, we got a question while you're looking for that
Yep.
from Dr. Metaverso. He said, how many passes are we going to give away today? I want to post on the TSB general chat about this stream.
Do we give away one a day or is it two a day? I don't remember. I think we give away one.
Uno?
I don't know.
If you don't know, I'd say err on the side of caution and give away one.
Oh, I was
I
gonna
know
say you're on the side
we're
of caution, give away
definitely
two.
that's asking for forgiveness, not permission.
True.
This is so. I mean, you do. It's your show. Do whatever you want. I'll support you.
Let's give away two because I mean I've missed streams and there's been
You
stuff
have.
going on, so I
Yeah,
think
stuff was
I
going
think we're
on.
past due.
This is
Did we give
solid
away
logic,
like
Alex. I
six
support you.
yesterday
5,
or
but still,
Thursday? 5 on Thursday.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah,
It was,
I think I can give away
a week
two.
ago, 9 years ago,
If
yesterday.
if it's a
Who
problem, we'll
knows?
just skip it a different day. But yeah, Wizzy the Black Hat giveaways should be. We'll. I'm gonna set up the next one today, so they'll go for a week like they have been going. I don't know why this is taking forever to load, so I'm going to we're gonna kill this process and restart the game maker. And
Iverson Art in the chat. What's up, Iverson? How are you, my friend?
Hey, how's it going?
You always know Iverson pops in because his avatar is just so colorful and unique, and it stands out. It literally pops every time he joins the chat.
Mm-hmm. All right, going back in. Do, do, do. All right, templates. Maybe they're gonna load this time. Hey, there they are. I don't know why it was acting foolishly before. Let's go to gaming. And let's see. Asset Hunt, Boot Camp, Chromatic, Chrono, Cooking Simulator, Crafty Challenge, Disaster Survival, Elimination Rush, Gold Rush, Horde Mode. There's some of these that I haven't looked at yet. Inferno Defenders, King of the Hill, Life Jumper, Lights Up, Lucky Fisher, Rings Reacher, Resource Management. Here we go. And we'll just say Extreme Arcader. This is what this one's going to be called. Although I don't think they're here. They said they were going to be here. We're doing this for them.
They did say that. They lied to us, and I will never forgive them.
But we're going to talk about it anyway.
Yeah, they can go back and watch. I'm sure they'll enjoy. And you know, it's gonna be really easy for them to watch it because today's stream is broken into 2 parts for your easy viewing pleasure.
They're just gonna have a second part 2 right here. We don't have to bookmark it or anything. Never forgive, never forget.
Never.
I'm more of a never give up, never surrender kind of guy, but you do you.
I mean, why not both? I feel like those two would go together really well. like cookies and milk.
So
If
let's.
cookies and milk were made out of hate instead of sugar.
It's like sugar and spice and everything nice, except you do baking with like pestilence and famine.
There you go. Alex gets it.
Yamo over on Twitch. I'm not sure. I understand the words "our rewards," but the 3 words before that, I don't know what those mean.
If you could elaborate on your original question, we would appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. So first thing, I want to actually like play the game and see like what I haven't looked at this template before, so we're gonna see what's actually going on in here. So narrator says, "Welcome to the resource management template. Please choose your game mode. Easy, survive 10 days. Do that. Construct factories at your base to produce resources. Utilize these resources to purchase turrets for base defense. At night, your base will come under attack, and if its health drops to 0, you lose." Okay, we got arms dealer and a marketplace. Interface base health can be seen at the top of the screen, 500. Game time is on the left of the screen, days and hours. Resources are at the bottom. We've got 30 gold. All right, we got some Christmassy music going on here. Press number to activate. Which number? Oh, I guess 1 to build wood factory is 25 gold. Oh, our gold is just going up. That's easy. Okay, so we got our base. We're gonna pick it up, and our wood factory. I mean, I guess we'll put it here. There you go. You're now producing wood. The more you build, the more you can produce. Check out the newly added wood resource counter at the bottom of the screen. All right, new factories have been unlocked. We can build a stone factory for 15 gold and 15 wood. We have enough wood. Oh, but nothing happened. There it is. Okay, we're gonna put this over. Whoa! Why am I walking so slow? There we go. Made me crouch for some reason. All right, we are now producing stone also. A metal factory requires 25 stone. An advanced building, 15 gold. I guess we'll see that. And oh, it feels like night's coming. Advanced factories have been unlocked. They generate a lot more resource turrets are now unlocked. Use turrets to defend your base. Go see the arms dealer. But we've already got bad guys coming. That was fast. Build a turret. Hopefully I got enough. Here we go. There. Bam. Right on top of them. Can I also attack them? Doesn't seem like I can hit them. Hey, we got him. We only lost a little bit of health. All right. What else we got to build here? A diamond factory for 30 gold. Oh, we need a metal factory first. Or we can just build the diamond factory. Why not?
Are our scare noises still on, or did we turn those off?
I have not heard any. Oh, they're trying to redeem them, but oh, you know what? I don't know. I don't hear them at all.
The audience is hearing them though, so why don't we disable those?
Is that? Oh, I thought that was part of the music, like because it was like the Star Wars music. Why can't I hear them? Twitch overlay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can turn them down. Should put a redeem limit on those. I did not set them up. It's turned down. You're hearing scare noises. For some reason, I couldn't hear them. I don't know if it's the way my mixer's set up right now. Frustrated that he's not getting his rewards. Stop banning us. Oh, well, I don't ban people.
I've been taking their messages down, so.
Oh, okay.
They get one warning, and this is it.
Okay. We can ban from the stream, but we can't ban from the game. Like that's Lucas and I are not in charge of that.
That would be a lot of responsibility, and I don't want
that. Like, you know, if there are, if you go to docs.sandbox.game and There is a section on contacting for ban appeals. So you can look into that. All right, so now we can buy these other things, and now we've got some advanced resources going on. And so far, our one factory, or I mean our one turret, seems to be doing okay. We are losing a good bit of health, but let's, I don't have enough gold for that. Maybe, how do we get more gold? Will the metal factory make us more gold? My turret's too far away. Can I move it? Nope. Ooh, we don't have enough gold. Let's build another turret, and this turret's too far away. Did they just die on their own?
Who?
I
don't know.
Oh, I can sell resources for gold. I should have looked at that earlier. Okay, so we can sell off some of these things.
So wood and stone are the same, but metal gets you double.
Yeah. Now we got lots of gold. And we can get some level 2 turrets. What do I not have enough? I don't have enough diamonds. Oh, I see. Buy 10 diamonds. Buy 1 diamond. Not enough metal. Come on, metal.
Jesus, you said even TOR. What is TOR?
Like a Tor browser?
Like torrents?
Sort of. Tor browsers is like a... It's kind of not unlike using a VPN, but it's almost like a different internet.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not something that I've ever gotten into. Like, I mean, like, I know what it is, but I've never tried to... How many diamonds do I need?
Gotcha, Oprah.
10 diamonds? What? It's so expensive for a level 2
Oprah
turret.
or Opera?
Opera? See, Opera's just a normal browser that has VPN built in. Tor is like more... It's like dark web stuff. I mean, I guess it's okay. It's been like 20 years since I've read up on it, so I'm probably not understanding stuff too, or misremembering some things. Yeah, Tor is the network. That's what I was saying. It's like it's almost like its own internet.
Okay.
At least that's what I was remembering. So like you wouldn't go to Google through Tor. Whereas Panda doesn't usually stream on Saturdays. This has been my stream for a long time. All right, so I think we got the basic idea of like we've got these different resources that are ticking up, and we can spend them to buy stuff. So if we go into it looks like pretty much all the logic related to this is done through the rules system. So we might be interacting with certain characters to make purchases, but for the most part, like the counting up of the resource and the math to like spend those resources is done through our game rules. So let's take a look at like what's going on behind the scenes in here. Now, fortunately, these templates, they're usually pretty good about labeling everything. Yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna just say this now, like we said, Lucas and I are not in charge of banning people from the game, just from the chat. So if you I think it got auto-modded, so most people can't see this. I can see it. If you're attacking Lucas and me, you'll just get banned from this chat because
Yeah.
there's nothing that we can do to help you while we're streaming. And if you're being abusive in the chat, we're not going to help you after the stream. After the stream, I could probably help. You can make tickets on our Discord. There's other ways to make tickets. There's other ways to get a hold of us, and we generally try to be helpful people. But if you're just shouting and swearing at us in the chat, you're just gonna get banned from the chat, and then we can't help you because we aren't gonna have a way to contact you. So, um, you know, be nice. Like we try to be helpful, and that's that. So, you need to either
We
chill out or
want
you'll
to
get banned
help.
here.
Yeah, we want to help you. We really do. This is why we're here, is because we enjoy, we love helping the community. So if you help us, we help you, we can do that. But if you just come in and start attacking us, we're not going to do that. We're not going to waste our time. So help us help you, be an active member of the community, and just, be kind and courteous, or we will return the favor and just, we will be forced to block you from this chat. We don't want to do that. We want you to be able to come in here and talk and ask your questions. We want you to be a part of this, but you have to allow that to happen.
And as Lieutenant General points out, yeah, there is, I don't know if it's there's no support staff on the weekends, but there's definitely less support staff. There's more people during the weekdays because they have lives. They're real people. And it can take time for tickets to get answered because there are sometimes a lot of people that need help.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know they do go through the tickets. They do clear them out. I see like the reports of resolved tickets and stuff like that. So they do get on stuff, but sometimes it takes a little bit of patience. And we've still got like 8 weeks left in the event. So I know it's frustrating when you can't get to the thing that you want to get to, but there is help out there. But while we're here on this stream, like we're doing the show, and we can't really do one-on-one support for issues like that. All right. So as far as what's going on the screen, we've got our heads up display, which is all of our labels for like the resources that we've got going on. So we've got our wood, stone, metal, diamonds going on there. Let's see how much is there any stuff off to the side here. Okay. We can see that. Well, actually, you can't see it because it's behind me.
Mm.
You can see that we're getting very close to filling up to this kind of this warning that the grid board is using up a lot of space. Now, this is more about the RAM and CPU that's used to display all of this stuff while you're editing it, more so than it is about your actual game logic while it's playing. While the game's playing, the amount of logic you have going on here, I've been told, is pretty efficient. It's this grid board space is more just like, dang, you got a lot of things going on here, and it's a lot of work to display all these graphics and all this text and stuff. So, that's kind of more what that warning is about. However, I have heard that in 0.11, we're gonna have a lot of improvements to how you manage this space and how efficiently you're able to work in it. That's all I'll say on that for now. So we've got the time cycle. So this is probably our tick rate going on here. We are adding time, comparing minutes, take away 60 minutes. So this is like after we get to 60, it resets it back to 0. So that way we have a loop to the time. Add hours, compare hours, take away 24 hours, add to days. So this is just our cycle for our clock to make sure that all those numbers are updating the way you would expect a clock to run. Day triggers. So we've got things that happen on our various days here, up to 12 days. I believe that was the goal, right? It was to survive 12 days. So this is what's telling the game that we've spent however much time in the space and would probably also affect when our waves start. We've got our nighttime, daytime cycle that changes based on the hours in our clock. We've got RNG for enemy. So this, we've got 4 different enemies. Start timer enemy spawn cycle. So likely this is going to spawn our enemies. Yep. Minimum value of 4. Oh, sorry. Maximum value of 4, minimum value of 1. So this rolls basically a 4-sided die to say, are we spawning enemy 1, 2, 3, or 4 during that night cycle. Enemy counter base damage. Enemy subtract message argument number damage. Compare numbers. Damage on, damage off. Check health. So I think this is actually, yeah. So this is how it damages the base based on how many enemies are around it. And then key inputs 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are our triggers. So when we walk up to those buy stations, this is how it's sensing which key we're pressing to activate those menus. Math for wood. Resource message argument wood. Operator add variable wood. Result wood. Is this just a constant tick? So we've got the message resources. So let's see where that resources message is coming from. So let's look at our debug, and we go to message inspector, and let's look for resources.
Incoming ad break. Ad starts in 4 minutes and 50 seconds.
Thank you, Lucas. All right, so we're looking at our resources.
There's your audio note.
Sell metal success, sell stone success. Okay, so we've got our logic. We've got like a logic platform under here. So there is some stuff happening in space. So if we look at basic wood production, that's the first thing that we buy here. We see that it sends the message broadcaster, message to send resources. So we see that the resources message actually has a bunch of arguments defined. And we can see that for the wood production, it's actually got wood and 1 as the message. So, and a delay of 1 second between each send. So this is like a tick rate of 1 second. And each time this ticks, it adds +1 wood. And we can place multiple of these broadcasters. So each time we would be adding another wood to that message. So on that 1 second tick, if we have 3 of these placed down, it would actually raise our wood up by 3 through this resources message. Let's look at the logic here. Broadcast type rules, broadcast duration forever. So yeah, it just keeps on sending it over and over, but we can keep on placing more of these and it'll keep on sending that more often. Technically, you could make this separate messages. Like you could, instead of having all these arguments, you could just say would, and then every time the message would get sent, it would send this without the argument, and it would do the same thing. I guess there's probably a reason why they have it be this resources message. So let's see what else uses this. So we can sell wood. Why is this grayed out? Why can't I click anything? And I just heard like a donk noise. Was that you, Lucas?
That was me. I thought I'd muted my sounds to you. So I was thinking, Play Game for Fun says I don't forget to make a noise like on a train before the announcement. So I was like, I think I could find a fun noise I could play, and then I could say incoming ad break, But apparently I didn't mute my noises.
Please stand behind the yellow line.
Exactly.
Mind the gap.
We got a question from Fibe F1PE over on Twitch.
Sure.
They said when refill reward pool for Alpha Season 4. I'm guessing there's some sort of a slow or a halt in Alpha Season 4 distributions. So I was unaware
Reward
that
pool meaning the alpha passes, or what's?
It's probably like sand rewards.
I'm not sure what they mean by reward pool because it's claims, right? For the season, is there another reward pool?
Yeah, they're referencing sand rewards. So the sand rewards for Alpha Season 4, have you tried claiming and it says that the pool is empty, or why do you think that the pool needs to be refilled?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, but Fox says no refills. So I think that there's a maximum amount of sand that you can claim from the season. Um, some users are saying that there is 250K in the wallet of the rewards. They're asking if there will be more. So I don't think it's our ad is starting in 10 seconds, so I'll answer that after the break.
Mm.
All right, we're back. So, no free refills, says not Jackie Chan. No free refills. Um, and Dr. Metaverse points out there's 2.5 million sand announced. So, I think it would be what my understanding of this is, and I haven't looked into any of this because this question just came here and I haven't had time to
Yeah, it's the
research
first
it.
time we're hearing it.
Um, it sounds like the wallet that is sending the sand rewards has 250,000 sand in it of the 2.5 million sand that is part of the overall pool for rewards for claiming from Alpha Season 4. So the question is like that 250,000 sand is going to run out. Will I be able to claim after that point? And I think it's probably just a matter of like not keeping all the eggs in one basket, and the team is probably very aware that of how much sand is left in the pool, and will refill it, or maybe even switch. It might be difficult to switch the contract to pull from another wallet, or it may. I don't know. I don't know how the contract works, so it may be set up to pull from multiple wallets, and when one is empty, then it just goes to the next one. But I would guess that they're just not keeping, like I said, all the eggs in one basket, and are making sure that if there's some breach or something, it just can't all be drained at once, to make sure that sand is there for when people are claiming it legitimately through the season. So I would imagine that you're not going to run into a situation where you try to claim and it's going to say like the pool is empty or the transaction's rejected because there's not enough sand in the wallet left. I imagine the team is watching it very closely to go, hey, we've only got a few thousand sand left in there. Let's transfer over the sand because that really only takes like 30 seconds to do, and make sure that there's enough sand in it. So if you're trying to claim and that wallet is empty and you're not able to claim, then I would say make a ticket about it because maybe somebody wasn't paying attention and forgot to refill it. But I have a feeling like that they're probably aware of that. I wasn't aware of like how the sand was being moved around to like do the claims, so I hadn't noticed that there was that wallet set up that way. But the sand exists, and in the Sandbox accounts, so I don't think there's going to be any problem with honoring.
I don't
the
think there's
rewards.
anything to worry about. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I hadn't even considered it. Hey there, Mrex. How's it going? Yeah, so I would say it's probably not a worry. But if you try to claim and there's some issue, obviously just make a ticket, make sure that the teams are aware. I will ask around just to confirm and make sure that there's nothing to be concerned about there, but I don't think it's a concern.
Yeah.
All right, so we were looking at the cell resources, and for some reason my stuff is like grayed out here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can navigate this. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's kind of weird. When I click on the message inspector and it pulls up the game rules, I can't go back and click on this. I have to exit the game rules in order to go back to the message inspector. So that's a little interesting. I mean, it's not a huge inconvenience, but it's different than what I expected. So sell wood resources. Let's look. So sell wood, message to send resources. So yeah, all of our sell messages use this resources message and then use the arguments in here. So we can see that it's using the wood argument with -250 to sell that resource. Let's see what other messages or what other things here use resources as the message. We've got advanced wood production. Also sends resources and does +4 to wood. And let's see what's receiving resources. Wood. This is probably the counter, right? Yeah, this is our plus wood tick. Oh, okay. I think I know what this is. This is just doing the math. It's taking the variable. Oh, value message argument would. So yeah, I'm not sure that it's 100% necessary that they used the same resources message for all of these with the different arguments, but maybe it keeps it a little more organized so there's fewer messages overall. And they're just doing the logic a little more efficiently. So by having that resources message with the different wood, stone, metal, gold arguments means that we're not doubling up on some logic in different places and having like the list of messages being longer. It lets us just send this one message and then all of these things calculate at the same time. So yeah, I think you could still do it with having a message of wood, a message of stone, a message of metal, but it would be just a little messier. And that's the cool thing with programming is like sometimes people think programming has to be done a specific way, but it's kind of more like painting in that there's like many different ways to paint a tree, and it's still definitely a tree. There's different ways at arriving at the same result. And the more features and the more tools that we have in a tool like this, the more different ways you can accomplish something depending on what your needs are. Um, let's see. Set resource cost. Purchase, message argument of gold, gold cost, wood cost. All right, I'm not sure what this is. Gold cost. Value of message argument gold. Oh, I think this is saying when we make a purchase of, like, say, a turret, it's how many of each of these resources is being asked for. When will there be an Alpha Pass sale? I don't have the authority to say when that's going to be. You'll have to wait for an official announcement, because I'm not in charge of setting when those things are, and I've not been told a time that will definitely be happening. So I'm not going to speak out of turn and make up a day or a time.
Yeah. Historically speaking, so far, they've been on Wednesdays, but that doesn't mean that pattern will 100% continue and only in that fashion.
Check resources, delay check, greater than or equal to variable gold cost, check wood. I mean, so I kind of wish Extreme Arcader was here, because if they had specific questions, I don't know if I'm answering them. But basically what I do to see what's going on is there's, and this would apply for any template, or somebody, if you're looking at somebody else's game, they sent you like a copy of the game, so that way you could edit it in the game maker, because you can do that. You can duplicate your experience from the dashboard, and you can transfer ownership of that experience. So if you wanted to make a template for somebody, you could, or if you just wanted to share what you're doing with somebody, that is a way to do it without having to share account access. But my process for going through these is to take a look at what the groups are called, because people will typically group similar things together. So like you can see, well, you might not be able to see based on your screen resolution. Zoom in a little bit. You can see that this one says head for heads up display. HUD, sorry, for heads up display. Time cycle.
Let's say it says head for that.
It's got an H.
It does, and a D. You're basically there.
Yeah. I just use the EA pronunciation of you.
You fancy.
We got day triggers. So just looking at the name of what the group is can kind of give you an idea of what we're going for. You can also set the names of these. So nighttime and daytime, like you can set those names. So those are helpful in telling or reminding yourself what your own logic does, or if you're sharing it to somebody else, it tells them what's going on. It also helps to have useful names for your messages and your arguments, so that way you can understand what they do.
Organize them from the beginning and have a pattern set up so that as you move forward, as your game gets more complex, you aren't just randomly throwing letters and numbers on there for stuff. The more organized you are when you start, the easier it'll be to make things more complex as you move forward.
Yeah. Pay attention to linking messages. So the message to send and required message, you can see check RNG is the message that this logic sends at the end of it, which is also the message that starts this one and starts this one and starts this one. So we know that after this happens, which this is replacing a variable with a random amount between 1 and 4, it's sends the check RNG message, and we see that the next 4 see if the number is a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. So obviously we're rolling a 4-sided die here, and then we're checking to see which side it landed on. And then we're sending either enemy 1, enemy 2, enemy 3, or enemy 4 based on those. So we can tell that that's a little RNG generation there. And then what's really, really, really useful, and what I love so much, is that we've got this debug inspector. So if I want to see what all that RNG connects to, so I type RNG. Okay, we've got that check RNG, which is the thing that we were just looking at, right? That's the received message here. And we can check which is sending it, check RNG. Well, there's only one thing that's sending it. So we know that those have to be related, and they're only related to that, and they're not related to other things. When we look at that check RNG and we see enemy 1 is the result here, well, we can type that in here also, enemy 1, and we can see who's sending it. Okay, only that one bit of logic sends enemy 1. And who does it send it to? It sends it, well, to a couple different things. So let's check what they are. We see it sends it to the enemy 1 spawner tile. Spawner timer. And we can see that there's a timed event here. So spawn enemy 1 sets a relative time of 1 second and sends this message, portal off. And it's only on during nighttime. So we know that this timer might run at other times, but it only works if it's nighttime. So we don't have enemies attacking us during the day.
Okay, that's cool.
Then we look at our, what is this? The enemy spawner plus portal VFX. So we can see that this is where enemy 1 comes from. So the message required.
How specific can you get with the time constraints? Like, is it just day and night, or can you do like breakfast, second breakfast?
Yeah,
lunch?
you could go as specific as you want. So
okay, cool.
With like day and night is not like a real thing in the game. It's however you define it. So we toggle this off with nighttime and daytime, but you can put multiple messages for on and for off. So any on message would work. So you could say they can attack during breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but they can't attack at the middle of the night.
Okay.
Or they could attack at breakfast and they could attack at dinner, but they can't attack at lunch and they can't attack at midnight. You could have it alternate. You just have
to specify what those times are.
Absolutely. And cool. that just toggles this whole logic on and off. And so what we've got going on with this message here, this sets up this timer, portal 1 off. So what I'm guessing happens is we've got spawn enemy 1, which probably turns on the VFX for the portal and actually spawns the character. And then portal 1 off turns off the VFX for the portal after it's been on for a second. That way, the next time the portal needs to happen, it can be turned on again. So we go to this one, and we're still looking at enemy 1. The spawn.enemy1 is the message that we're looking at. We can see that spawn enemy 1 is what spawns the attacker preset. That's what the actual enemy behavior. And then visual FX, the VFX, message to turn on is enemy 1, and message to turn off can either be portal 1 off, which is the thing that happens after the timer. So after that's been up for a second, it turns it off. If it switches to daytime, it turns off the portal right away. Destroy that again. I don't know what that does. We can look that up in a minute. And what's this speaker do? Detect entity. Specific tags in range of base.
Got a question from Coyote Jester over on YouTube. They asked, how do you share a game experience with someone to test it without publishing it?
I'll get to that one in just a second. That's
cool.
I kind of explained it a second ago, but But I'll actually show the process. Okay, and then we've got another behavior here, top portal 1 platform. It looks like that's right on top of this other one. Is this not the same? Top portal 1 platform. Are they next to each other? Oh, okay. They were. I think one's a child of the other. That's why I couldn't separate them. Yeah, there they are. So they're right on top of each other. So this one, what does this do? Move offset. It's a basic platform. I'm not actually sure what this one does. Moves it by 45. That's a really long distance for it to move. I guess it's saying that the enemy can spawn anywhere along this. So it seems like this is actually moving the spawner along this line. So the enemies don't just come from this corner. They can actually come from anywhere along this wall. So that adds another aspect to the randomization. So we're randomly rolling which wall the enemy comes from. And because this platform is moving side to side, when that random roll happens, they might be coming from not just the corner, but from anywhere along that line. And that turns on with the portal off. Okay, that's what's going on. So by default, this platform is moving, but when we turn on the portal, it stops moving. So the portal is not visibly sliding across the wall. It stops the platform motion, lets the enemy spawn, then the VFX turns off, and then it resumes moving invisibly until the next time it spawns the enemy. So I've never looked at the logic for this before, but all we're doing is looking at what messages are sent in the gameplay, and we're using the debug to find where the behaviors that those messages link to. And then we can start learning, breaking down what all these different things do, and it's inferring why they're doing it. And that does take some experience to like figure out like why somebody would do it this way. There's been sometimes I've seen logic and I just like have no idea why at all somebody would do it that way, but it's an adventure. So Extreme Arcader, if you are back sometime and you want to take another look at this and have some specific questions about what's doing what, I'd be happy to look at that with you. But without knowing what your specific questions are, I'm not sure where the best place to look is. But I think we have kind of a good idea of what's going on in general. All right. So it's been about 2 hours. I know Lucas doesn't have all day here. We did have that question. Let me roll back to that. How do you share an experience to somebody without publishing it?
Yeah.
So there's two things that you can do. One is there is a where is it? This link button. So you see a question mark, which is your helper. Get a link to the experience and test on the game client and multiplayer simulator. So if we click this button, it brings up this screen and it says generate link. And what this does is it saves your experience without making an experience page, without doing any of the stuff you need to do to set up on a land. I don't think you even have to own land to do this. It doesn't use up a land. It just makes a temporary link, which can load in the game client for about 45 minutes. And we hit copy, and then you send it to somebody, and we'll see what it looks like here in the browser. So what the person that you send this link to gets looks something like this. So it doesn't have all the experience page stuff. It doesn't say a location on the map, anything like that. It's just a play button, and it says it's a play test and a draft, and it has the thumbnail based on what your screen actually looked like when you were looking at it. Um, and you can send this link to anybody, and they can click play, and it will open up in the game client. And it could be single player, it could be multiplayer, whatever you set it up to be. And actually, you know what?
Hmm.
It didn't ask me if it was single player or multiplayer, did it? I just thought about that. That's usually part of the publishing flow. Does it default to multiplayer? Or maybe it's based on our simulator setting. Because it also doesn't say here if it's single player or multiplayer. Um, yeah, I'm not sure about that part. I think it would be set based on if you're using the multiplayer simulator or not. So you would set it either to single player or multiplayer first, and then generate your share link. Let me go into a different one and see if it'll let us generate a new link. Workspace. We'll open
Also,
up the survival one. Also,
1 second.
okay. It was getting stuck on the loading screen. Was it getting stuck on the loading screen when you go to play in the game client, or was it getting stuck on the loading screen for generating the link?
Oh, did you want to do a giveaway today?
Yeah, we're gonna give away 2 passes, right?
Okay. I'm dropping the link for that giveaway in the chat. Right meow.
All right. Um. So yeah, if we click the multiplayer button there and then click share here.
Iomenovic asks, is it too late to start playing alpha season now? No, not at all.
Yeah, it's still going for what, 8 weeks, something like that.
I think we're in week 4
Oh,
right
6 weeks.
now. It's a 10 week, so yeah, 6 weeks are left. There's more than half of it left. So yeah, you could absolutely start. I mean, you can start all the way up to the last week. It's all about playing games and having fun. So
Yeah.
you just do your thing, enjoy yourself.
Let's roll 4 giveaways from this one form. We're gonna give away Alex Duck and a Lucas Duck also. Does that work for you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because they asked in the chat if we're still doing a duck giveaway. We'll do a duck giveaway. All right. So I've got the first experience link here. Let's click play and see what pops up with the game client. And then let's copy this one. I'm going to open up another browser tab with the other play link. And we're just going to see if they're multiplayer or single player.
Come here.
And yeah, I mean, if you have any avatars or have any land, you're already passively earning EP the entire season. I've gone up multiple levels without playing any experiences just because of holding land and avatars. So even if you haven't started playing in the alpha season, you're probably if you have either of those things, you've already earned some EP and have some rewards to unlock. So yeah, it's definitely not too late to join in. There's only 30 levels, and lots of people I think have already hit level 30 to unlock all the season rewards. The reason you want to keep on playing past that point is because you earn more EP, which gives you more raffle chances to earn the 1,000 sand at the end of the event. So if you really want to try to win that 1,000 sand, I still wouldn't say it's too late. You can play all the experiences still, and you can earn plenty of EP to do all those things. The experiences aren't closing. They're not open temporarily. They're opening in stages, but they're not closing. They're staying opened, so you can still go back and play them. The thing you do miss out on by not playing now is the various bonus events, like the featured experience of the day and the social events. Those are temporary ways to earn bonus EP, but there's still a chance that even without getting those things, you still have entries into the raffle. So it's definitely not too late. Um, and I think you could probably hit level 30 in 1 week of play. Like if you were just like, I'm gonna play all the things, or just on the weekends. You want to play Saturdays and Sundays, or whatever, your days off from work or school are. Just play those days, and you'll be able to hit level 30 before the end of the season. All right. Did the game client load up? It failed. So this might be because I generated another link.
Oh, you did the two things. You've done that before. You generated two of them.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're going to get this new link and see if this one loads up. The thing is, for generating these links, I think I've only ever tried it with multiplayer, because uh single player I can just test it on my own. Oh, that also failed. I wonder, maybe there was a version update or something of the game client. All right. Well, it's not working at the moment for me, but I also did some weird stuff, so it might be my fault. So yeah, I can't think of any time that I've used the link share to do single player. So it might not work for single player, because if I've wanted to share it for single player, I've just shared it to the gallery. Um, but like I said, so this is one way of doing it. If it's not working, I mean, obviously I've got this loading thing right now. I would try it again maybe in a few hours. Um, and if it's persistent, that like you're trying to make one link and share one link and it's still not working, I would make a report about that. You can go to is it under? It's not under settings. Where is it? I think we have to do it from play. So we hit play, and then escape. Oh, it's not in here. Is there no support button from here? I guess we go back to main menu, and there should be a link at the bottom. Um, mm, mm, resources. Well, okay, so I guess there's not a direct link in the game maker. I think I've actually reported on that before. But if you go to any one of these, it's going to take you to docs.sandbox.game, and you can go scroll down to help and contact. And help and contact web support, the Sandbox support portal, that will make a Jira ticket. So if that generating link is still not working, you could definitely do it that way, and it will let you tell the devs, hey, this, like, I keep on trying to generate links and they just keep on not working, and they can look into that more. The other thing that you can do is, if you go to your Sandbox profile and you click on experiences, excuse me, still getting over this cold a little bit.
You are not excused.
Oh.
I know.
Uh,
What do we do now?
now we're on our experiences workspace, and we can click on, you see the two that we just made today. You can click on this three dot menu and you can transfer experience. Um, Now you don't want to do this with your original copy, right? It's yours. You want to keep it. So what we can do from the game maker is we can duplicate it. So the survival one, I can click duplicate and say survival copy for Lucas.
For me?
Yep. And that's going to do its little loading thing. Okay, now we've got that copy there. We can refresh our workspace, and we should see the new copy in there. Survival copy for Lucas. Now I can transfer that experience, and I can say specify the recipient's email or username. So I can say Lucas is right.
I'm
Lucas,
listening.
are you logged into your sandbox right now?
I am.
There's some NFTs in this experience.
Always.
That's interesting. I didn't add any NFTs to it, but I guess maybe they were already in there. Lucas, can you go to your
workspace experiences? I have a survival copy for Lucas sitting there waiting for me right now.
Can you take a screenshot of that and post it to Discord, and then I can open it up and show people that you have it?
Yes. Bop.
Where are you sending it?
Alex stream.
Okay.
Right below Marcelo's
Got
amazing Doc Ock cosplay.
All right. I'm gonna open link. All right. So Lucas just took this screenshot. You can see it's logged into his profile, and survival copy for Lucas. I literally just sent that now. So that's really quick and easy. Now, he might not be able to publish that copy if there's NFTs and things in it. I actually wasn't expecting there to be NFTs in it. And you see it's gone from my workspace now. But he will be able to play it in his game maker with the test play, even if he doesn't own the things. It's going to take a second to load. But what happens if you own assets, if you uploaded assets that are in your experience and you don't transfer them, you retain ownership of them, they will show up in the experience for him as red, the same way that these show up as blue. Now, these are blue because they're invisible, but there is another shade of this that's like a bright red, and it means that you don't own it. So if you hit play, they don't show up as red. He'll be able to play the experience normally, but he won't be able to share it to the gallery, and he won't be able to publish it to the map with the assets that you own and didn't give him copies of. Now, if he wanted to, if you had like some agreement where like he could publish it, but you didn't want to transfer the assets, he would be able to replace them all pretty easily. So we can always click on an asset. Let's just pretend that this tree is red and that I don't own this tree. I mean, it's a basic tree. Everybody has this tree, but we can
great
click,
California redwood.
We can click this replace button, and we can select what we want the new asset to be. We're going to replace it all with this 20th anniversary sculpture, just because we can. And then you click, you probably can't see it because I'm in the way. You can click replace all right here. And now every single tree has been replaced by...
Now that's a forest.
It's a forest of cake.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be there?
Well, I'm diabetic. I probably shouldn't be there.
So I didn't say should you be there. I said who wouldn't want to be there.
I bet it smells amazing. So that's really easy to replace those. So you could replace them. So obviously, don't transfer experiences to people that you don't want to have the ability to publish your experience. You can share to the gallery, or you can use those share links if you want to just let people play it. If you transfer an experience to them, they have access to everything that's in your experience. They can even if they don't have the assets, they could replace it this way and they could publish it and they could say, oh, it's their logic or something. So obviously use this kind of sharing with your team or with your clients or with people you have a contract with and that you trust to not take your intellectual property. You don't want to just be sharing these experiences willy-nilly, but it is very easy and quick to share. Obviously, you saw me do it in just 10 seconds. So yeah, that is the way that we would go about sharing experiences. All right. How are we doing with that giveaway? We ready to close that up? Roll those
I'm gonna
winners.
close it up here in a second. I'm doing some sorting on it real quick here, but
All right.
I know looks like there's some last fillers getting it in, so I just want to give it a couple more seconds.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I kind of wanted to check out an experience.
Okay.
Let's see if it's up. I don't know if it's published yet or not. I've been meaning to. It looks like it is not ready for prime time yet.
What is it?
Oh wait, maybe it is. Is this the one I think it is? Maybe it is.
All I can see is blue and yellow squares. Alex, give me more details.
Last update July 9th. Nope, it's not the right one.
Oh.
Well, it's one that's currently live, but it's going to be in the season later, and they've made some updates. And I was going to play the most recent version of it, but I don't think it's. Actually, I'm not sure when it's coming out. Let me see here. I thought it was going to be out with all the spooky stuff for Halloween because it's pretty spooky.
What is it?
Well, I'm not going to say if it's not out yet.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, it's still currently in the QA land, so it's it'll be out later at some point.
Fine.
We'll play it eventually. Such a good game for Halloween, though. When is it supposed to be coming out?
I am closing the form. Right. Meow. So we're rolling 2 alpha basses and 2 ducks?
Yep.
Okay.
2 passes, 2 ducks. What else we got? What can we jump into? I wonder, do I have any... I think I've already unlocked all my sand chests that I need. Let's take a look at the pass. You get to look at my amazing numbers here with my 817 EP. I'm seeing ambassadors in the Wizzyverse chat. They've got like... What were their numbers? Where was it? Yeah. 2670 EP. Got 817. They've got like 4 times more EP than me. I've been busy. But let's see. Sand chests. Have I already unlocked all my sand chests? I think I have. Yeah. I've got some more passes that I need to claim. Let's see. I got a key. I don't remember which key I got. There's some premium quests that I could do. Here it is. I had the entertainment key. Does it tell you if you get the premium EP?
I don't understand the question.
Yeah, it does. Premium quests. Here, I did get the extra EP there. So it doesn't tell you on this screen if you got it, but it does tell you on here. So there are a few more. Ooh, Terminator Dark Fate opens in 31 days.
Why isn't it now?
I want it right now. Dr. Metaverse says, wait, I didn't fill it in for the ducks. Well, you'll have to do it next time. You never know what we're gonna. It was a last minute decision. Sometimes I just like adding on special things. You gotta be ready.
I just say always fill it out. just do it.
Mad Balls opens in 58 days. Hellboy opens up in 51 days. Let's see. I think I got. Did I get the stuff from Hell's Kitchen? I did not. There's premium quests in Hell's Kitchen that I can do. I don't know what the premium quest is, actually.
Is that the best you can do?
Alright, what's this guy? Not right now, thanks. Got the shop. We got... Oh, wait. I'm playing as the wrong account!
Is that the best you can do?
I logged in with the council account, which can't earn on these things. I gotta log out.
How dare you, Alex?
Log out. It's because I was testing something last night. And I wasn't expecting to play, so I didn't... Stop it.
Okay. We are ready to go.
All right, who are our winners?
So, first things first, we're going to talk about those alpha passes.
Oh.
Alpha pass number 1 is going out to Lori G over on Twitch. Congratulations, Lori G. You have won an alpha pass. Alex, are these airdropped? Are these claims? How does this work?
I believe I was told that the passes that people get from the giveaways are airdropped.
Okay, cool. So you don't have to do anything. Just hang out, wait, and enjoy.
Yep.
Next person that won an alpha pass is Germeta over on YouTube. GERMETA. Congratulations, my friend. You have won today's second alpha pass giveaway.
Congrats.
Now we are doing the ducks. There's an Alex duck. That's going first. There's a Lucas duck. That's going second. The first one, I'm actually going to have to check this user on Twitch real quick here. 1 second. Let me see if I can find him. Maybe this is a different name for them.
Best you can do.
It's GNANDGL Studio. Ganangdala Studio. Congratulations. You have won yourself an Alex Duck. And the Lucas Duck goes to the one, the only, Cosmo Dive 22. Congrats, Cosmo.
All right. Congratulations, everybody.
Is that the best you can do?
So I guess there's two. Do the premium quests just unlock automatically as part of like the regular gameplay?
I do believe so.
Oh, premium concierge. Here we go.
Like you have to go through a new entrance or a new gateway or something like that to get to it.
Golden
But
chef.
yeah, once you have the whatever you need to access it, then it automatically unlocks it.
I have to collect 3 golden spatulas. Collecting speed power-ups. If you see one, grab it. Avoid. Okay. I don't think I talked to either of these people. That's probably why I'm missing 2 quests. Let's go!
Fire up the burners. It's time to cook. Way to go, chef.
There's a golden spatula. There's a coin. Oh no! I got trapped. I'm off to a bad start. Another golden spatula. Where's the third one? HP.
Or do they just multiple spawn?
Maybe
So
they
if you
do.
miss one, if it gets pushed into the fire, will there be another one for you?
I don't think they can get pushed.
Yeah, they can
Oh,
get pushed.
here we
Look
go.
at that
Got
coin
a
getting
speed
pushed
boost.
along.
Well, some of the things get pushed, but the spatulas weren't like look at the HP. The HP doesn't get pushed because
You're
it
gonna
doesn't.
get pushed if you don't stop mouthing off.
It doesn't actually fall.
I gotcha.
It just spawns there.
Turning up the heat. Ooh, wrong ingredient.
Ah! Nah! Oh, the conveyor belt started. That's why I'm having a hard time.
Is that the best you can do?
Jumping helps. Because then you're not making contact with the floor anymore.
Chef special.
Not good.
Did I already get the... I guess I already got 3 spatulas. I only saw myself pick up 2.
You're bad.
And I need, where's the speed one? Oh no, the speed boots disappeared.
And
Oh no.
yo, I'm a little. Why is it the spicy peppers? Like, are,
Because Gordon
current
Ramsay
in-
can't handle the spice.
oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I get kind of like a little
It's, well,
extra
he
energy when I
did.
eat
He
spicy
did.
stuff.
I like spicy stuff, but he did hot ones, and he like nearly died.
I do not remember that. I've never seen it.
Oh, he did hot ones, and he's like, I don't think he had a fun time.
I've seen some pretty good episodes of Hot Ones, though. That is, like, the interviewer on that show is very interesting. Like, he's
Yeah.
always reading from something. Like, you know, it's never, it doesn't ever really feel like a real conversation with him. And
Well,
I think it's because, go on.
Yeah, he researches like, well, I mean, he probably has a team of researchers, but they look up some really obscure stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
They
always
put a lot of
pulling-
time into the questions ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not like a, hey, just what's going on today. They're like, hey, back like 20 years ago, you said this thing. Like, what'd you mean by that? They're like, what? How do you remember that?
They're like, I never said that. Moving on. I hate you. This is too hot.
No, I mean, it never seems mean-spirited. It always seems like
No,
they're
it
having a
doesn't
good
seem
time.
mean-spirited. It always seems like they're having a good time. And even when they're not having a good time, I'm having a great time.
Right?
Speed boost.
Yeah,
The
it's
one
like,
with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman
I haven't seen that one
was-
yet.
Oh,
I've heard it's really good.
he is. Ryan and Hugh are both. They're just treasures, like absolute treasures, and it's just such a good episode. They're so funny together.
So. Speed boost. Speedy.
I got a cat hair on my nose, and
Oh,
nobody
no.
else can see it, so I probably look like a lunatic just swatting at nothing.
Okay, I don't know which quest I just beat, but I now have all 12 out of 12 quests, so I think I'm good. I've beaten all there is to beat.
Also, my time is actually out.
All right. We're gonna call it quits here. I'm gonna quit to desktop. Thank you everybody for hanging out today. Thank you, Lucas, for popping in, even though I didn't expect you. I thought it was gonna be solo today.
Happy to be here.
All right. So I usually have the gasless claims turned off, play game for fun. Now you are supposed to be able to click this claim all season rewards, and I have used that, and it has worked to claim all of the rewards at once.
Mhm.
It should, if you have gasless claims, it should only be using one. But you do have some
Correct.
settings. If you go to your
Back-end
settings,
security.
and you go to wallet here, you can turn off gasless transactions. I've never gotten gas fees in Sand to work. I don't know if it was like a me thing or if I was doing something wrong. I guess that would be a me thing if I was doing something wrong, or if it was temporarily not working. But I bought like $10 in Polygon, and I've never needed to refill it because almost every transaction is less than a penny. So I grabbed a little bit of that, and it's more than what I need. So I don't even use my gasless transactions most times. Dr. Metaverse says I claimed a bunch of them using only one gasless transaction. Yeah. So I just wait until I have like 10 or so claims, and then I hit this claim all season rewards. Now, the more rewards don't get claimed by this. Only the things that show in this top section do. So if you have other rewards, it'll show beneath with more rewards, and you do have to grab those individually. But yeah, as always, like I keep on telling people to do support tickets, and like I do know sometimes the team can be like busy and a little bit overwhelmed, but they do try to be helpful in there, and oftentimes like that they'll call me in to help for those, and I can help a little better, not in a Twitch chat. Like if I'm like actually looking at a Discord ticket, where it has like your wallet and account information, and I can do a little bit better support there. So if they need me to help with those things, they do tag me, and I do help in those tickets too. So as always, just make those Discord tickets or make those Jira tickets as appropriate, and we will try to help as best we can. All right, have a great weekend, everybody. We're gonna see if there's somebody that we can raid. Thank you, Lucas. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.